Hello, 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 hello. Hello, hello. Hope everybody can hear me. Hi, everyone. All right, I'm going to wait a couple of minutes just for some people to enter the room. Okay, waiting for a couple of people to enter the room. Come on in. Hello. Okay. Hello, everybody. Hi, Tara. Hi, Delicia. Hi, Joseph. Who's here on YouTube? Can you type something in the chat box so I can know who you are watching? Hi, Michelle. Okay. All right. So this is going to be a very quick video, but I wanted to jump on because yesterday there was a post on Facebook. Can't remember who posted it, but there was a post saying that, how come we're not talking about the fact that anxiety and depression can cause memory loss? And I kind of interjected and said, well, yeah, the majority of the clients that I see are dealing with anxiety, and 100% of those clients also report some sort of memory loss or not being able to remember their short-term memory being affected and also their long-term memory being affected. So I want to touch on this very quickly. I did take some notes. I just looked up some stuff online real quick just to kind of organize my own thoughts. So you can go to healthline.com. You can go to verywellmind.com. You can go to the Mayo Clinic. You can do a lot of research online. Okay. But this is just, I'm also going to give you a couple of other tips and information that I have found just in my work with my clients, okay, and things that work for them. And also talk a little bit about why it's important to sometimes not even tap into those chunks of memories that have been missing unless you have the right support. And I'm going to talk about what that means after I go through this, okay? So basically, if you're dealing with chronic or persistent anxiety, which is also known as generalized anxiety disorder or GAD, G-A-D, you probably are experiencing a constant feeling of worry ready to happen, or you're always feeling nervous about something. And if you're going about your daily routine, this can really affect you. Okay, it can really, really put you in a constant fight, flight, or freeze situation. All right. And fight is how you respond to your stress throughout the day. Flight is you retreating from the stress. Okay. And then freeze is you not being able to move at all. You not being able to take any kind of action. If you're waiting for the very worst thing to happen, we call that anticipatory anxiety in the hypnotherapy community. So that means that you don't really have any rationale behind why you feel the way you feel. Okay, there isn't really a reason for you to be afraid or a reason for you to be worried or, anxious about anything. There is just this feeling that, something is about to happen and I need to be on guard. You're in that constant fight, flight. And we call that anticipatory anxiety, anticipating something to happen with no real legitimate reasoning behind it. Okay. So stress and anxiety, it does affect not only your mood, your daily activities, but it also affects your memory. Okay. And there's a couple of different types of memory. We know that there's long-term memory, which is information and events from the past, from the distant past. Okay. There's what we call short-term memory. All right. Or also working memory. Okay. So the short-term memory is going to affect things like, oh, where was I yesterday? Who was that person that I met yesterday? I scheduled a meeting for 2 days ago for today, who did I schedule that meeting with? Okay, those are your short-term memories. The working memory can also be put into that category of short-term memory, but the working memory allows us to keep track of information that we need to use in the moment. Okay. So if you know that you got some water boiling on the stove, but you got to go and answer the phone, you're on a phone call, but you do need to still remember that I got water boiling on the stove. Okay. So that is your working memory. Okay. Now, when our working memory is affected by stress and worry, it keeps us from operating at our normal levels of functionality. Therefore, you're going to make mistakes. If you find yourself making a lot of mistakes, you forget important information or tasks that you needed to take care of. Oh, I forgot to drop the rent check off, or I keep forgetting my keys somewhere. It causes also brain fog and lack of concentration. Okay, so if you have a project that you're working on, if you work with clients and you're dealing with a lot of stress and anxiety, you are not able to be present. You can't be present there doing your work. You can't be present for your clients, okay, whether you're selling houses, selling cars, or if you do therapy or healing work, all right? And you have a lot of difficulty multitasking. Okay. So if you got 5 things going on, you got to put stamps on these envelopes here. You're trying to measure something for a product that you're making. And over here, you're, crafting an email real quick. So if you're not able to orchestrate that, okay, or if you forget about one task or you make a mistake on one task or all of the tasks, that could be a sign that you might just have too much going on and you may not need to be doing all of that. 2, that could also be a sign that your mind is occupied with some stress and worry and anxiety. Okay. So again, those short-term memories include the issues or the way stress affects your short-term memory includes not remembering where you parked, losing your keys, your phone, your money, your purse, your wallet, repeating yourself over and over again because you keep forgetting where you left off. Okay. And getting up and forgetting what you were looking for. If that has ever happened to you, that used to happen to me a lot, but it has not happened to me in quite some time. But I would literally get up, walk into the other room and be like, why did I come in here? Okay. So that can also be a sign that your mind is somewhere else. You're just not present because you've got some other things going on and you're very stressed out. There's some anxiety. Okay. And it doesn't have to always be severe anxiety or severe stress. Remember that some stress is good stress. Okay. I got a lot going on because things are popping, business is popping, or I'm getting married or I'm about to have a baby. Those are stressful things, but they are also attached to a good feeling or a good emotion. Okay. So all stress is not bad. All right. All anxiety is not bad. Okay. Anxiety is just the anticipation for something to happen. Sometimes the anticipation is something good is happening. Oh, I'm so anxious. I just can't wait to get in there. I'm anxious. I can't wait to have this baby. I'm anxious. Okay. So just keep that in mind as well. But it can still affect your memory nonetheless, because the mind doesn't know the difference between good or bad anxiety or good or bad stress. All right. It can still affect your memory. So let's talk a little bit about long-term memory. And the causes of long-term memory. So the main cause is mental illness, okay, or mental health problems, depression, okay, stress, some side effects to prescription or recreational drugs, okay, B12 deficiency, brain damage or fluid around the brain, which is also called hydrocephalus, trauma-related incidences, okay. So that's a big one. So if there is like a part of your life, a huge chunk of time missing from your life, okay, it could be related to one of these causes that I just gave, okay? The mental health problems, depression, stress, side effects to prescription or recreational drugs, B12 deficiency, brain damage, fluid around the brain, or a traumatic experience. I get asked a lot, can you hypnotize me to help me remember a traumatic, to remember something about my childhood that I forgot? I think something happened and I want to know what it was. And it just, no matter what happens, I cannot pull this memory up. So the danger in doing that, okay, is your brain compartmentalizes and stores information for a certain purpose. Okay. It doesn't mean that the memory is not there. You cannot get rid of memories. The memory is buried. It is stored in a place for your own safety and protection. Okay. Something could have happened. I'm not saying that every memory that you can't recall or every chunk of time that has been lost is attached to some traumatic experience. I'm not going to say that. But what I will say is think about why you want to bring that memory up. Think about what are the ways that this memory is going to affect your life. How is your life going to be different once this memory comes back? Okay. Is your life going to be better? Is your life going to change some kind of way if this memory comes back up for you? All right. You need to get very definite about the reason why you want to remember this. Okay. Because that's important. And the reason that that's important is because sometimes it's not the memory that you feel like you're lacking. Maybe it's the feeling and the emotion that you want to feel or that you think you will feel when that memory resurfaces, if that memory resurfaces. Okay. So if it's the emotion and the feeling that you want, that's the reason why you want to remember, because you need to, maybe, you'll feel some sense of resolve. You'll feel some sense of validation. You'll feel some sense of peace if you remember this thing. Okay. Then what should be the point of you moving toward what you should be moving toward is that feeling, the peace. Okay. You should be moving towards the peace. You should be moving towards the validation. You should be finding a way to get there on your own. Okay. So that you don't even need for that memory to come back. All right. Now, why would I say something like that? Why would I say be very, very conscious and aware of the reasons why you want to remember something and why remembering something that has been stuffed down for, all the way down into the mind, why that can be dangerous? Because you can trigger something, an emotion. You can trigger that memory might come up and it might be too much for you to handle. It might be something that you were not ready to deal with. Okay. That it doesn't mean you shouldn't do it. It doesn't mean, oh, don't do it. Don't do it. This is not, I don't believe in fear mongering. If that's something that you really want to do, you need to do it. But when you need to make sure you have some support around you. So the first thing that I would recommend is you getting with a good therapist, a licensed therapist. Okay. Someone that is trained and has the tools to help you move through any psychosis. If there's a psychotic break that comes up because you pulled this memory up, or any like truly disturbing memories that might come up and that might trigger some sort of emotional responses, you want to make sure you're under the care of a licensed therapist. Okay. And you let them know that you want to figure out what this thing is, you want to remember this thing. Okay. Next, I would recommend getting with a hypnotherapist or an energy worker, somebody who can help you move the emotion. Okay. Somebody that's going to help you process the emotion. on an energetic way, in an energetic way, out of the subconscious mind, out of the emotional mind, okay, and help you to process whatever emotions that come up after you dig that memory up, okay? So if you want to do that, those are the things that I highly, highly recommend. Okay. So like I said, this is a very, very quick video. I just wanted to touch on this because of the post that I saw yesterday. I hope that this has been helpful for you guys. If you have any questions, please feel free to, you can leave them in the comments box underneath, or you can ask them now if you're still watching. You can always email me, Shara at opendoorhypnosis.com, if with any questions. All right. What else? I think that's about it. That's it. I'm dressed up today because I just came from a taping for a project that I was asked to be a part of, or a little TV show. So that's why I'm all dolled up right now. But please do also go to my website and check it out, opendoorhypnosis.com. And I'm also going to have this video on my YouTube channel. So for those of you who have not subscribed to my YouTube channel, Open Door Hypnosis TV, then please go there and subscribe. And for my YouTubers who have not followed me on Facebook, go ahead and follow me on Facebook. Please join the Hypnosis is Key Facebook group. Okay. And that is all for today. So if you're just tuning in, this will be available for replay. Once I hit finish, it'll upload. All right. Also, for those of you who are interested in working with me one-on-one, you can always set up a consultation with me. Okay, you can set up a phone consultation. We can discuss. And listen, guys, I get people who want to email and who want to text and all of that. The reason why you have to set up an appointment to talk to me is because my day is already planned out. I can't just stop and email you, I can't just stop and talk to you via email. This is the reason why the consultations are there. If that's not going to work for you, then you can find somebody else that you need to work with, because my time is very limited. There's a lot of things that I'm working on outside of Open Door Hypnosis, outside of hypnotherapy. I got a lot of different projects. My hands are in a lot of different projects. So, people who are really serious about working with me, you'll figure out how to go to the website and simply click on, schedule, book a consultation. It's very easy to do. Once you do that, it automatically notifies me. See, my schedule is already set up on that scheduler on my website. It's not difficult, but it takes a lot of time for me to go through the calendar and say, okay, when do I have time to talk to this person? And then email you and say, okay, could you have time for this day? And wait for you to email me back. Do you see how that works? And then by that time, somebody else has booked the slot that we were discussing because they went to the website and booked it, right? Now I got to go back and forth. So to cut the time out is the reason why I set that up. So please, please, if you want to talk to me, I love to talk to you. I love to answer your questions. Just go and set up a consultation if you want to do a session, if you want to discuss ways that hypnosis can help you. Now, if you have questions about videos that I post, please leave the questions in the comment section on YouTube or Facebook, okay? Or you can email me the question. You just got to give me a little space to email you back, okay? But to do consultations and stuff, to schedule consultations, that must be done through the website. It has to be, because it's the way I set it up. And I just don't have the space, the time, or the room to do it any other way, okay? So I love all of you. Thank you so very much for tuning in today. I hope that this has been helpful information for you. Please share the video and, give it a thumbs up, like it, subscribe, all that good stuff that people tell you to do. Do that for me, please, too. All right. I love you guys so much. Have a wonderful Saturday. I'm going to get off of here now because I got more things to do always, but that's okay. But enjoy the rest of your weekend. Have a beautiful day. And for those of you that are into the Super Bowl, I hope you enjoy it tomorrow. And Until next time, remember, you and only you are the key to a new you. And I will see you in the next video. Peace and blessings. Bye.